Hello, managers and all visitors to FifaRosters.com. I decided to make a video today. I'm just going to do it in one take. If there's problems along the way, we're just going to run with it. We're going to do it live. Today, I'm going to explain to you every step of how to add your own card design to our card designer and use it on the card creator. I know a lot of people have questions about this and don't quite understand exactly how to do it, and that's understandable because it's a little bit complicated the first time you go through it. But I'm going to walk you through everything right now. So if you like this kind of thing, I guess leave it a like or whatever, or comment if you have any other questions along the way, and I'll try and get back to them. But let's jump into it. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and go to the card designer, which is right here in the tools menu. And there's a couple ways that you can get started with making a design. One is using this button right here that says download templates. So if you want one that's got the different elements of a FIFA 19 card, you just click this special card right here. It's going to open it up in a new window, and you can save the image as, or whatever browser you're using is going to have some version of this. So you do that. I'm just going to save it to my desktop, and there it goes. And then I'm going to open it up in Photoshop. It's not required to have Photoshop. You can use free programs like GIMP, or there is some online called, I'm forgetting right now. I think it's like Pixlr or something like that. Anyways, there's some stuff out there. Just look up like online Photoshop or stuff like that, and you can find ways to edit it and make your own designs even if you don't have Photoshop. So let me pull this up here. Here's my Photoshop window. Let me get it inside the screen here. Okay. So this is the card, and this is the template card. And basically what this shows you is just where things are going to be. It's just here to give you an idea, and so you know the dimensions and the boundaries of where stuff on the card is going to be. So you can put whatever kind of images you want, and if you know how to use Photoshop, you're going to find your way around just fine. A couple things that you do not need to add to this background image is the actual bar that will go here. You don't need to add any of the text or the player image because that's all going to be added through the card creator. So yeah, one other way that I'll show you that you can get started is if you have, let me get rid of this, is if there's a card design like an official card that you like but you want to kind of iterate on or kind of make your own version of it, but you don't want to start from scratch, just come in here and choose the one that you want to start with. And then we've actually made it so that you can just remove everything. So we'll do blank here and delete that, delete that, delete that. I'm pretty sure we can do blank here. Oh yeah. Okay, well it's not blank, but no results does the same thing. I guess I need to fix that. Hopefully we can do blank here too, or no results. Hey, it worked. And then all this stuff is going to be empty. So I'm just tabbing and hitting delete, 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 and blank there. Yeah, I guess one thing that you can't quite do is remove the little divider lines that are added by the card creator. But anyways, that gives us an almost entirely blank card, and we can download it. And it's going to process. Do. Hey, we got it. Did it work? Yes, it did. There it is, all blank and nice. All right, cool. So now let me open that up in Photoshop. Open with Photoshop. Okay. And if you want to know, let's see here, the the image size for these, in case you're just like making your own. Oh, what? Well, that's kind of weird. It's actually supposed to be 540 by 820. Hmm. So maybe this method isn't the best. Um, but nevertheless, you can start with a design like this, and then let's say, this kind of looks like Joker from Batman colors. So let's just say I want to do like Joker. You can look this up on Google. I'll find some, I don't know. That's kind of cool. Um, so let's do, can I open the image in new tab? Yep. All right, cool. And so I'm actually just going to copy this and bring it into Photoshop, and we'll paste it and change the size of it a little, because we're going to do something kind of like this, and we're going to grab this and mask that, and then we're going to bring the opacity down a ways. Should we do like a burn? No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm mostly just kind of playing with this. I don't think I like the overlay either, actually. Just kind of like it normal, even though it's a little bit, it's kind of a little, it's not very saturated, but all right, and there's gonna be stuff over the top, so let's put it nice, pretty low, just kind of subtle, 20%. Cool. And actually, we're gonna come in about, we're gonna adjust this a few pixels. We can modify, contract, because I think I'll leave those borders in there. It looks like maybe 12-ish. Yeah, that's not bad at all, actually. We'll just go with it because this is just a test. Okay, delete that and make a new mask. Cool. Nice. So now we have like nice bright borders, Joker background, whatever. And let's say, all right, sweet, I love it, and I don't want to do anything else. So I should have done like, step 1, 2, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, so we're going to save this. It's important to save things as a PNG because that is, it's just a good format that has transparency. All right, cool. So we've saved that. We're done with this. The next big step is to upload your design somewhere on the web. I always recommend Imager.com because it's free for one. It's really reliable. And it allows you to link directly to images. There's a lot of places, and people don't understand this. You can't just like go to Facebook and get the link to an image and put it in here because they have like permissions and rights for everything. Like if someone's account is private to me but not to you, then you'll be able to see the image, but I won't. And so it gets all complicated and stuff. So it's just best to stick with Imgur.com. And I believe that might be in the instructions on the card designer. I tried to add that a while back just to help explain things a little bit. Oh, weird. There are no instructions. My bad. Hold on. Maybe it's in the when you actually create a new design. So yeah, you do have to sign in to create designs because otherwise there'd be no way to, save it and stuff. Is this loading? Oh, it wasn't even loading. Yep, that's me, Thomas Rye. Um, okay, so then we do create new design. Seems to be working really slow today. Maybe it's because I'm recording this video at the same time. There it is, instructions. Yeah, I should probably make that easier to find. Um, in these instructions, it says we recommend imgur.com. There you go. Do not hot link from other FIFA websites. The reason for that is because everyone that has a website, if they have files like images and things like that on their website, it means that most likely they are hosting those on their server and they pay for that server space. And so some places even pay depending on how much bandwidth is used, which has to do with like how much traffic they're getting. So let's say you snag the link to an image from some random FIFA site, and you're just using the daylights out of it, and we put it up on the card designer, and tons of people are using that card design. Well, basically they're having to pay for all those people that are viewing that image, but none of those people are actually on their site. So, it's not exactly illegal or anything, but it's just really not cool. So if you want a design from some other place online, reach out to that person, that website owner, that designer, ask them if you can use it, ask them if you can put it on FifaRosters card designer. And reach out to me too if you need help with that. Like I'm happy to try and answer questions or reach out to other website owners, for that kind of stuff, because it often does help the community, but we don't want to leave people high and dry. Okay, so next, do not use designs you don't own. Just talked about that. Basically, don't steal from other designers and be like, hey, look at my cool design, because it's not yours. And even if you just say, hey, look at this cool design from XYZ designer, that's not necessarily good enough. You need to get express permission from a designer to share their design and allow other people to use it. Because some of these designers, they're making a living on the designs that they create for people to buy and use on Photoshop or whatever. Left bar and attribute dividers are optional. Yeah, we'll get to that. Use your design on the card creator. We'll get to that too. Cool. So that's the instructions on the card designer here. Let's get back to where we were at in the process, and that is imgur.com. You need to log in. You need to sign in with an account on Imgur, and the reason is because hold on, let me upload our cool image that we made here. You just drag stuff in and then you drop it. It's pretty sweet, pretty easy. All right, so it is going to so it just automatically like uploads it to your account and stuff. And then, but you need to come into your images, and this is the part that's confusing. They've recently changed kind of how some of this works. So it makes it harder to find. Then come in, just click on your image. This is the one you want, direct link. Copy that. I get every day I get a number of messages from people saying, hey, I put a link in for either a player's image or a card design or something, and it doesn't work. Well, the problem is 99% of the time it's because people are linking to something like footy renders, and they just come into a player page and they're like, and this is confusing, I agree, but they copy this URL, and then if you go to that URL, it's just this page. It's not the image itself. It's just this page. And just to reiterate, don't hot link to footy renders. Like, this guy's got a great site, offers a lot of awesome stuff to the community. So don't come in and use his bandwidth by just linking directly to this stuff. Like, make sure to give him credit, turn off your ad blockers, all that stuff. So back to the show. We're in here, we get the direct link, and this is how a good way to know if you've got the right link or not. It's going to end with .png. That's how you know that you're pointing directly to the image. So copy that. Come back here. Now we're ready to go. So we're going to say Joker design. I'm not creative right now. um, like from Batman, you know. Um, and then this is me. So design title. This is what's going to show up when people are looking through designs in the Card Designer gallery. I don't now. I don't remember if names show up in the card creator. Maybe they do. Um, but yeah, this is like going to be a big identifier, the title. So, put something that has to do with, what the actual design is about, because people can search for designs and it's really helpful. Don't put like, oh, team of the season or something like that if it's not a team of the season card. It's just annoying. And there is a vote widget on there, so if people start seeing that, they're probably gonna be like, that's not team of the season, so voting it down. In here, you can put whatever you want for the description. I thought the award winner design was kind of like Joker's colors. Um, Whatever. It just shows up when you're like viewing that record. All right, so card image URL. This is what you want to replace. So we put that in, and we can kind of see behind Paulinho here that it is our little Joker card. That's cool. And all the overlay stuff. This is a good time to check, and you'll find out real quick whether or not you have the right dimensions and, sizing and stuff like that, because the text is in the right spot. There's nothing hanging off the edges. Everything aligns properly. Also, you can't really tell, but wait, we can turn off the divider lines. Since we had that divider line in our design, um, those are on there, but this is why I recommend people don't include those on their design, because it works a whole lot better just to choose the color from here. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we're going to go down this whole list, and it basically starts from top left and kind of works its way down for all the colors and elements on here. So let's see. Actually, I'm going to grab this color right here and just use it for probably most of the stuff. Why isn't that working? I'm not on the right layer. Okay, boom. All right, cool. So I'm going to do Control C because I'm copying this hex color right here. All right, and then get rid of that. So I come in here, and this, you've got a lot of options in here. You can select from the rainbow, you can change the opacity, and you kind of have a palette over here. But I usually come in here from, grabbing the color from Photoshop or whatever, and just select it all. You can delete it or just paste over it. As soon as you paste a hex in there, it's going to turn it into an RGB color, and that's just kind of a technical thing that's, oh, didn't think that'd make it close. That's just kind of a technical thing that makes some of the behind the scenes stuff work better. So anyways, yeah, so there's our color, cool. And also you'll see that it starts adding it to our recently used colors palette. So that's kind of nice if you're going to reuse a color. Let's go ahead and do the left bar. You can turn it off if you want to, if your design does not call for it. Actually, like the team of the season moments. Wait, what is it called? Team of the season moments? Yeah. It does not have a bar. If it does, it's really faint. So there's a few designs that don't use this left bar. That's why you can turn it on and off, because just trying to make it customizable. But anyways, for this one, let's do like a dark purple. Actually, yeah, that's not bad. Divider lines, you can turn all of these off or on, and I'm just going to do this green for all these guys. So now we're to the player name. I'm basically sticking with the green for all that. We'll do this. Something that a lot of people don't know is that for most of the official designs, the letters and numbers are slightly different color. So if you really want it to look official, find that color and then make it just ever so slightly darker. Did I go too much? Might have. Right there. Okay. Good enough. Cool. And then divider lines, even though it's pretty close, we'll set it there. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's not the coolest design in the world, but it's just for, just for demonstration purposes. Sweet. So we got through all of that stuff. A lot of this carries over to the mini card. Also, you see that these numbers and text in the, when we change the chemistry FifaRosters like bottom icon color there, it changed on the mini card as well. That's just to help it with consistency. I figured there wasn't really a much use in making those entirely separate. However, there are some things that are different when you're looking at a mini card. So if you want to make like the full package for people to use, um, take the extra time to create the mini version also, so that people can really get a lot of good use out of it, and that's pretty awesome. Um, but we're not doing that now. But basically, it's the same process. You just put your mini card image link here from Imager or wherever you're uploading it to, and then you can you can make the colors different just for the mini version. Um, and I can't think of uh, any examples offhand, but there's a few examples in the official cards where the mini version has different text color because whatever. Yeah, I just can't think of any examples, but there's a few out there, so that's why that option is there. So we're done for this. So now we just save the design, and it goes boom, save design, awesome, and it takes us to the page. And you can't see it. My URL bar is just off the top, but um, it is. Hold on. Oh shoot, that's fine. It's that. So you get redirected to this, and this is the one that you can share, on social media or whatever if you want to point people to the design that you made. Um, but there it is. And also, if you are logged in, you can also vote for your own design. Give it its first little point there, and now other people can start coming to find it. So that is pretty much it. Oh, I guess you can see these two. Edit design is just going to take you back into the forum, change it up, save it, all good. Delete gives you a little confirmation here, and you can delete that. I'm going to leave this for, whatever reason. And then you've got these extra tabs in here where you can actually see all of the designs that you have created and uploaded into your account. And then, of course, there is the gallery that has everybody's designs that you can go and browse, and you can sort by trending or highest rated, newest, oldest, recently edited, things like that. Cool. So that's like a big piece of the puzzle. I hope that answered a lot of questions. To wrap this all up, let's go over to the card creator and take a quick look at how you can now use your design. Let's go ahead and change it out of Paulinho, since we've been looking at him for a few minutes here. And let's get the man himself. Oh, what happened there? That was weird. Let's try that one more time. Do that one. Loads it up. Cool. And then we do custom designs. This is where you get designs from the community. First, it comes into your designs, and it's going to have your 2018 and your 2019 ones, which I'm probably going to add a little filter for that, just so you can, easily filter things out. So we click on that. It loads our cool new design. Awesome. And it's ready to go, and you can start using all of your, all of the other pieces of the card creator that are here for you to change the different elements. And this is where, if we had done a mini one, we could just change it to the mini right there. So cool. Yeah, I think that's everything. If you guys have any more questions, please leave them in the comments on this. I'm going to upload this to YouTube. which is maybe where you are watching this right now. But I'm also probably going to link it or have it in the card designer itself, maybe with the instructions or something, so people get like the step-by-step, everything included video for how to do this. Um, but yeah, so leave questions in the comments, or you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at FifaRosters. I do love to hear from people, and there's a great community of designers on both Instagram and Twitter that there's some really helpful people that you can reach out to um, and start interacting with the community. There's comment sections on all of these pages where people are like uploading their own designs and showing people what they've made, and so there's some cool stuff out there. All right, so thanks so much. Thanks for sticking around for the video. I hope it helped, and I'll see you next time.